on lichess and Twitch. Pawnda is under quarantine. So we all are here in Europe. International Master William Paschall. For a second there, I thought you were speaking Hungarian. Rizlik, or what is that, Asterbate? Risk. All right. Kofefe. What's up, everybody? We're starting the Pawnda Arena number 22 here. Safe tournament. It's online. Nobody can get COVID-19, novel coronavirus. While playing chess online. Pawnda is taking no chances. He's got the gloves, mask, sanitizing wipes. He is not taking any risks during his tournament here. Sparkle Horse Oms, Mr. Slowhand, thank you guys for joining us. Osmir, Asterbate, and the new player Scopa 2013, excuse me. So guys, good luck everyone. You can watch the stream live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Sludgy. Check out our reruns on the YouTube. I posted the YouTube there on the chat room. And don't forget to subscribe and support our live stream. We have donations from Blobix, Nicola, Jim this week, as well as Bob donating a gift sub, leading the gift subs for the week. Henry Airsword. An account I recognize is challenging me to rate it 30+0. I cannot do that now, friend. Dear Mr. Henry, because we are just starting our tournament and I am registered to play. So cannot play a classical 30-minute game with anybody right now. We're just starting our 7+3 Pawnda Rapid Arena here. Very, very concise and truthful quote from Garry Kasparov. Chess is mental torture. For all you aspiring kids out there, think long and hard as to whether you really want to learn this game. Garry Kasparov. If nothing else, brutally honest. He's not a snake oil salesman telling it like it is. He's not telling us what we want to hear. Garry Kasparov telling the truth. Blobix, what's up? Happy lockdown. Happy lockdown, Blobix. What's up, guys? So the first round of the debatable whether it should have gone forward FIDE candidates tournament is in the books. What happened with the game with the rook against queen? I didn't see the end. Was it Nepomniachtchi? Can somebody tell me the final result? The fourth game that wasn't finished in the round today, Nepomniachtchi won. It was queen versus rook. There were some pawns. It looked like it could be a blockade. The computer said it was a win, though. I guess Nepomniachtchi figured it out. I saw that Uber driver. Amazon is like hiring 100,000 people. Maybe you should think about it. Amazon warehouse. Doesn't sound very safe. Yeah, I mean, if you watch my simul's on Sunday, you'll understand this Kasparov quote. To watch me torture myself. That's why I get such a good turnout on Sundays. So Nepomniachtchi won. Wang Hao won. Ding Liren stunningly losing to his countryman who was secondless, by the way, and playing black. So much for conspiracy theory. Gary's been disqualified. What are you talking about? I hope you're not serious. That would kind of mess it up. An 8-player tournament with 7 players would be kind of difficult to do. I mean, you could drop out. Be unfair to the player who did play them already, I suppose. Not good form. You can ask some chess streamers here. Twitch, who might drop out of closed tournaments. Not me. Do I sense a little bit of jealousy from Percy Hepworth? If a player is contaminated, the tournament will be canceled. All right. Huge gathering of people at the FIDE tournament. It's really scary. They just totally don't get it. But whatever. All right, guys. Anyway, on to our own thing here. We are safe online. Pawnda is looking secure. We're going to start his 22nd arena. 8 players of Spark. Come on, get in the tournament. Get in the tournament. Thank you again, Blobix, Nicola, Jim. Actually, who else do we have there? Got more. And Rufus and Doofus with donations this week. Rush on the virus in case of having a bad start. Candidates. Well, at least you have a built-in excuse if you start losing some games. Start coughing. All right. Bob with a gift subscription this week. Blobix, Nicola, Jim, Rufus, and Doofus. Thank you, guys. We're about to get started here. 7 minutes till the tournament starts. Uber driver, which safer, being an Uber driver? I would think like Uber drivers would have a really good chance now to get jobs like delivering stuff. Wouldn't you, Uber driver, get a lot of like delivery calls if you do that kind of thing? Yeah, exactly. I mean, Uber Eats must be going through the roof. Any kind of like food delivery must be going nuts. You're in the gig economy. What if our food is contaminated? Oh, that's cool. So the Uber Eats has no charge. Much safer than transporting passengers. Got your mask? Blubby said what? Gary already proposed a handshake to Nepomniachtchi after the game. Accepted. What about before the game? I heard handshakes are on the official FIDE candidates tournament site. It says like handshakes are optional. Link to the tournament, Ready Bad. Thanks for being a subscriber. So, I would think they should just not do handshakes to set an example for the rest of the world. Do elbow bumps. I mean, really? Do we have to have handshakes and set a bad example? All right. They're probably handling the mic with like 7 people like Donald Trump at the press conference. Before the game, Gary did not know he would lose. No handshake. Interesting. He only shakes hands after he loses. Soylent Green is people. Minor spoiler alert. Sorry, guys. The movie was a little before my time. Antonio said, guys, help. What's up? Yeah, Friday I went to a poker game. This is probably like the most easy way to transmit viruses. You did not register any email for my Twitch account. But you're logged in, which is a good start. I'm still trying to figure out why your Facebook access will not be valid as of 2nd April. I had a donation from Zen Chess on Streamlabs this week that didn't go through it got diverted. Zen Chess was generous enough to donate. You guys can see the donation there on the Streamlabs. Didn't go through. Didn't get it. It's been diverted by Morales' Facebook. You cannot get access recovery. Bag of potatoes not a bad thing. I mean, I tried to buy a 15-pound. I was sent out to buy a 15-kilo bag of potatoes today, but they were all out. Large bags of potatoes. Maybe they'll restock. Yeah, I don't know, man. Antonio, I don't know. Doesn't look good. The vicious circle. Don't set up a... You can always set up a new account like everyone else. Just have 50 Twitch accounts. Toilet paper, guns, and marijuana are the 3 most important things you can have. At least some people. Preppers. Druggy preppers. Alright, no, seriously. 20 viewers, and we're ready to start. 2 minutes and 47 seconds. I heard those were in America the 3 most important things. Most popular items flying off the shelves. Mr. Slowhand gifting two tier 1 subs to Habs YYC, and it went to G Spites, which is really strange because I thought that G Spites just got a sub. That's really weird. The other day, didn't he get one? I just swear, you already got a sub. How can you get 2 subs? You can get 2 gift subs in the same week? Yeah, Mr. Slane, it's better you don't donate the subs on Sundays when I have to play like 25 2100s. He did get one, yes. That is strange. How do you get a gift sub twice? Like someone has to get the gift sub. So if there's no one in the stream, I mean, if there's no one, let's say someone gives gift subs in the stream. So you just like it stacks on top of each other. I didn't think about it. Maybe they stack. You know, you can like have subs for 2 months or something. I'm being kind of stupid. Probably they stack up. I was a little overwhelmed on Sunday. Probably next time, I'm not going to play like 26 people who are rated over 2,000 in the same simul. But I felt like I was forced to take all the people who are subscribers. Maybe we should rethink the process. I mean, if all my subscribers are 2,000 plus, what am I supposed to do? You know? Before, when it was just like random people that weren't subscribers, and I could kind of pick and choose between, lower rated or higher rated players. Mr. Sloyan, thanks for the donation. 2 gift subs. I was wincing too. When demand is high, the price needs to go up $5 a board. 2020. Gifting for support, Mr. Slowhand. Our number 1 2020 supporter, Mr. Slowhand, 2020 gift bits. Taking him ahead of Blobix and Nicola straight up to 2020. Good choice. Thank you guys. Tournament is just starting. The ever tough alms. Alright, time to focus. King's Indian has not been working well. It's hard to trick alms. I think I might have played a modern defense against him before. I did look up what I did wrong against you, alms, in the simul game, and it's a very significant mistake that I made there, playing that Bishop C5 move in the Petrosian variation. I just remember Kasparov losing against Kramnik with Bishop F2. Bishop F2, trading bishops on F2. It was back in the early mid-90s. And that like left an impression on me when Gary lost with black. Trading the dark square bishops allowed Kramnik like a strong attack. I'm sure you probably know the game. So anyway, the Kali system. Bishop C5 is like Not a great move, and apparently taking with the knight is better than taking with the pawn. But the move I played is more commonly played than taking with the knight. You know, so a lot of people made the same mistake as me, but apparently it's just patently bad. I did not know that. Although I don't think I've ever gotten that far in like an over the board game to have to play that variation that far in just in blitz. I probably had the position in blitz, but a lot of people don't play bishop f2. Many play like king h1. Or maybe with white I played that position in blitz. Now Alms is playing e4. It's a Pawnda Botvinnik. We've at least got him maybe in an opening he doesn't know quite as well as his usual stuff. Nimzo. No problem at all says, what, I enjoy watching chess, but then I start to play, a lot of times I start to hate it after like 30 seconds. Well, I know that you could get like kind of, you can play played out, like you played too much over a period of time. That's oftentimes a problem. So in this position, it is possible to play ED. I knew this guy, Braden Borneval, who's a FIDE master from the United States. Also playing ED is Hungarian Grandmaster Vadas Laszlo. He used to play E takes D. The rare specialists who play that move never really appealed to me. Knight takes D5 is the normal recapture. But those guys did alright with ED. It's playable. I think I faced it against Borneval once. Couldn't beat him. It was a draw. Queen C2. I played this position for both sides. I won a nice game once with the white pieces. I can remember. The other move is bishop d2. I'm not getting this position too much these days. I never really play this move order, but specifically for Alms, I don't face e3 that much. A lot of chess players hate, yeah, Garry Kasparov's quote. I don't know if you noticed the quote there. No problem at all. The Kasparov quote in the tournament page. So bishop d3. Bishop f6. Bishop h7. I'm not sure what's up with this. I just lose a pawn? Not clearly. I've never actually allowed this taking on h7. Not sure this is great for me. And maybe I lost a pawn here. Once I had a tournament game where I just dropped my h7 pawn altogether. Won the game anyway against Boris Basinski, I remember. 1990, FIDE Master Boris Basinski dropped my h7 pawn. It's not always over automatically. So now I guess h6. I have struggled at times on the white side of positions similar to this. Queen e2. Try to win a pawn here, but it looks kind of crazy. This is to set up queen e4. Karpov-Kamsky. Kamsky-Karpov, I should say. It's something similar to this. I didn't see the games in great detail today from the World Championship qualifier candidates. Ams really knows his stuff. I misplayed this slightly. Standings. El Rossador, Mizio already winning. Something seems slightly wrong. I made some kind of mistake, but what? I mean, what could I have done wrong? H6 seems like a normal move. I swear I had a game. I remember getting nothing with white in a similar position. This is a little scary for black. I was concerned about g4 there, frankly. Primitive as that looks. Guess I would have knight g6 with threats of knight f4. Alm's cashing in on his bishop pair. Did you guys see that? Figurines, World Chess. Are you sure there is a World Chess anymore? I don't see that logo anywhere. Does that still exist, Mr. Coffee? I need like freaking Zoltan Ribley. Can somebody call him for me? We need Zoltan Ribley now. He loves scary positions where you're allowing like bishop takes f6 in the Vienna variation. The weird World Chess logo. 95. Okay. I was actually a little concerned about bishop e5. You love bishops. We're gonna get him a t-shirt. I love bishops. I'm gonna love me some knights. Owner of the Forbidden website. It takes a big man to drop 100,000 on a domain name without really knowing anything about the game. Rook a d1. Seriously, what's happening here? We'll sack the queen. Queen takes d4, bishop h7, king takes, rook takes, knight takes. I don't really want to do that. Let's control the center. Here we go, Zoltan Ribley again. Bishop e5. This probably gets worse now. We'll allow the Zoltan Ribley. It's no problem. Bishop takes f6. Nobody cares. It's fine. All right, I can also play knight takes d4, bishop takes d4, queen d4, bishop h7, king h7, take, and try to save my... That'd be messed up. Two knights and... Knight and rook and pawn for a queen. I can allow bishop takes f6, I think. But it probably would have been better not to go into this. I'm starting to get kind of freaked out. They should have like FIDE chess bobbleheads giveaway, like a baseball game. You can get your like Geary bobblehead, Dingley Wren bobblehead. Probably make good money on those. I'll sell them on the black market. Get sued. Luana, welcome. Join the fun. Black's position is surprisingly resilient to the virus. Bishop c4, knight takes d4. Bishop e4, knight takes d4. Can we take this pawn? Tempting to take it, but it feels very dangerous. Knight takes d4, queen g4 check, queen g5. That's not my only issue. I think I have more serious issues. Knight takes... Maybe I should take the pawn. He has a strong move. No, I don't know. We can't be bluffed here. That pawn is a menace to society. The d4 pawn is securing all of Ahm's threats based on spatial advantage. I do have a concrete problem. I have resilience. We have resilience here. Surprising defensive resilience. Come on, guys. Stay with me. F4 instantly. Does he ever fall for some sort of tactic? How about knight f5? Hey, is this a good move? He's an animal. Guaranteed access to the dark squares. Can't believe you just cold-bloodedly played that. I think he wanted to play rook. I would assume he wanted rook f6 there. But now things are not as clear. Knight g4. Come on, man. This is just too complicated. Stop. We can't afford to lose our queen side. But now black is slightly better. Bob, can you specify? You mean Brittany? What a defensive grind this was. G3. Generally speaking, he resigned here. Not an easy game to win. Michio, 1738 with 2 wins already. Uh-oh. He beat Antoni and Acerbate, but he lost El Rosador. Looks like legitimate result. All right. So, Uber driver, how do you already get 3 games in? I just played 1 game. The guy's already done 3. Bob, I'm like a teacher to you. It's a good thing. All right, so Uber driver, Mr. Slowhand, Ami Boyd, Reddy Ban, S. Esley. Not a lot of high-rated players this time. Okay, we've got DK guy. I don't want to play him. He's brutal. Did I lose to him again? On Sunday? Maybe I got a draw. There's some good players lurking around. Mule Skinner, Mirales, Haberbaum, Oms. Oms is down in the list now. And while I'm waiting for a pairing, we should actually take a look at my game and see what the heck was going on there in that game. Was I, like, lost? Oms versus Mr. Slowhand. How many accounts do you need, man, to have active? It's not currently banned from this channel. Bob, do you have like 100 different accounts you need active? You should be able to help Mirales with his password problem. You know everything about the ins and outs of creating accounts. Don't you, Bob? Bob teaches sex ed, the local high school. Very scary thought. All right, Luana's up. We haven't seen Luana in a long time. Sex ed and philosophy. The philosophy of sex ed. All right, guys. Welcome to the tournament. Let's play d4. I don't want to allow e5 without a fight. Kramnik. Kramnik is respectable. Kramnik came out with a statement criticizing FIDE for going ahead, and he's not going to take part as commentator. And I think kudos for Vlad for standing up. Standing up for what is right. I can't forgive Kramnik for quitting active play, but gotta give him just dues for taking a stand for what he felt was right. Not just doing the commentary job without speaking up. Because I bet he would have been different if it had been playing, you know. I wonder if Kramnik would have refused to play. The same way he refused to be a commentator. But this is a hypothetical that we'll never know. Hypotheticals we will never know. Kind of passive reaction by black here. Maybe Kramnik's planning on immigrating to the United States or something. Doesn't seem like he would dare criticize the establishment, because Russia is part of the decision making about letting the tournament go forward. A6. Who knows what the new Kramnik will be like now that he doesn't play anymore. So white should have a pretty static advantage here, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. I'm not even sure where I should put my queen in this position. Queen d2. I want to play rook c1, but if I play rook c1, I was afraid that he would have b5 at some point. Seems kind of counterintuitive. Bob, are you fully prepped? Prepping? It's a good move, rook b8. Blanda, stop playing like you're not 1482. Good thing I didn't berserk here. Rook b8 is an excellent move, probably best in this position. And as I said, like, the plan is to play b5. Extremely strong plan for black. Hungarian ambulances. We don't need coronavirus for those to be annoying. We have like the loudest ambulances in the world in this country. Do other European countries have ambulances that loud? Like, do they have laws that the maximum volume of... Seriously. I mean, in Boston, a city with probably more people, probably more hospitals, I never recall the volume of ambulances. Living there for like 15 years. I think they had a volume limit. There's no such thing as noise pollution in Budapest. Guys, I'm streaming from Budapest, Hungary. International Master William Paschall holding the Pawnda Arena number 22. Rapid chess here. Okay, e6. Weakening that d6 square. I'm playing a very aggressive form of wait for your opponent to make a mistake chess. And Kramnik, you know, the reason I brought up Kramnik was because he had a sort of tendency to play these setups with white. He inspired me, in fact, to start playing stuff like b3, g3, b3, various forms of that against the King's Indian. Kramnik won some wicked games in the last years of his active career. From systems that look really innocuous, he would just make people look like idiots. It's really impressive. The way that he could win with almost zero risk and do it in a crushing fashion. I'm really impressed by that. So d5, just play rook d1. Should be a good position for white here. The game opens up. The rook on b8 now, not that relevant. I don't know about the c file, maybe. This a4 move, he induced me to play that by playing rook b8, though. That can make my b pawn. This pawn can be a problem. We could have b pawn issues. I wish I hadn't played a4, essentially, weakening my b3 pawn. What's that juice box wizard? You're in Cambodia? My concern is b3. And black is not making 1400 level moves here. Okay, bishop a3 maybe. Just plays rook e8. I mean, 1482. Gotta make a mistake. 1492. Christopher Columbus. Please comment on the candidates, my choice for sure. I don't know what to do here. Maybe we can win on time, because I can't figure out what to do strategically. You started your new job, Infinite Flash Chess. How can you start a new job? You started from home. I understand. All right. The Civil Liberties Union says that your company has no right to force you to have internet at home. You have the right to refuse to work. Tell them you're too poor to have internet at home. Rook e8, another strong move. My opponent is not 1400. This is really solid for black. Jeez. But I notice I have a tendency to... I have this tendency to be like really overly pessimistic about my game all the time. I was doing it on Sunday. Chess is hard, though. I mean, it's just hard. Nobody's easy to beat. 1482. Cannot even win a pawn or even find a legitimate advantage here. Black's making very subtle moves. Rook b8, rook e8. Even queen c7 wasn't that bad. I didn't like c5, but still his position seems okay. Damn, knight e4, knight d5. Even that probably doesn't work for white. Knight e4, knight d5. Queen d6, and black wins a piece. Now that actually looks like a mistake. D takes c5 or knight e5. Good maneuver in general, but can black really afford to take that knight away from the center in this position? Holy crap. You can do that? I can't believe he can move the knight off of d7. Current position. And still I don't have anything. My only chance seems to be winning on time. Though knight e6, knight e5, maybe bishop e6 here. Might have other moves. Knight e4. Knight d5, knight d5, bishop d5. Then what? You just have to do it. Just do it. Oh man. I have to be very, very careful now. He might have had a better move. This doesn't look like a bad move either. What is that, like win by force or something? Almost win by force? What is going on here? He's 1482? Now come on. I'm almost losing at this point. Black might be better. Is that some sort of tactical miracle? That's the move we've all been waiting for. We found it. Are you serious? This is 1400 playing black. Right. I'm losing a piece in Infinite Flash Chess. There's a pin on the D file, and I have two pieces hanging simultaneously. So when he plays Queen e7, he's threatening my rook, and he's threatening my knight with bishop takes d5 and rook takes d5. So you can show me how I can protect both. You like to suggest a defense? After Queen e7, he just dropped his queen in this position. But I mean, after Queen e7, my only move is bishop takes e6, and then he's like clearly better, probably. I have to play bishop takes e6. It's like massive compensation for black. I think I'd rather be black here. Damn, dude. What a game. I don't think he made a mistake till he made this supposed mouse slip here. D5. What am I going to do? I just couldn't find a move in this position that's any good. D takes c5. I thought that black has knight takes c5, threatening this and knight here. But apparently I can take this. How does that work? I mean, I looked at this, but I was afraid of like knight takes b3 at some point. Amazingly, this works. The only way I could have gotten something there. Of course, queen e7. It was a good game. Black was fine. And I couldn't find that one line. No, Luan, I think you're massively underrated. I mean, that was a cool position. Black, I have to play one move, bishop takes e6, and I don't want to trade my white square bishop in that position under any circumstances. Black, I would rather be black after bishop takes c6. Okay, I'm exaggerating by losing, but I mean, the only thing I can do is give up my white square bishop. Don't like white. Chess is hard, man. I mean, beating someone 1,000 rating points higher than me. Lower. Higher is harder. Bishop f5. What am I doing here? Actually, why is this move? I have to play queen b3. I never see bishop f5. It must be queen b3. It's strange that more people don't play that move, actually. This is the Harvard Square professor variation, which I played like 8,000 games with in the late 90s. The guy who just insisted on playing this variation for money, even though it sucks for black. Week in and week out, he would come and donate, just continuing to play this line, even though it just like basically loses a pawn. I was happy for it. I mean, it's fine with me if you want to lose a pawn. I like my king position here too. So I'm up a central pawn and I have a better king position. Black essentially just lost already. Look how strong this pawn is. I mean, it just wins the game. But our opponent seems to think that time is more important than good moves. Dude, you know the time control, right? I hope you're aware. It's 7 plus 3. There's an increment. This isn't a 1-0 game. Slight misconception. Maybe he thought it was a bullet tournament. Probably the worst endgame is like a knight endgame. You're just down a pawn for nothing. I mean, this is just over. So, don't play this line. Knight d5 now. Guess he'll survive a little bit longer. This is a good move. It freezes the black king side. I want to immobilize those doubled pawns. He left the game. Come on, dude. Good idea. Leave the game. Whatever. Alright. Waste of time. The guy's in second place in the tournament. I mean, that's frightening. Somebody has to beat him down. If anybody else plays that guy, please just take him seriously. Does not deserve a place in the tournament. How did he even get all those points? How did he beat Rediban, Michio? They didn't take him seriously. What's up, HTFP, DK Guy? And Warnocky, DK Guy was here already. Alright, Warnocky, good to see you. A5. I thought we were going to see A5 there, Warnaki. Looked like the perfect spot for an A5 coming up for black at some point in the near future in an endgame. So you're in the tournament already. Haber Bomb, we haven't seen in a while. The Sicilian. The Sicilian. But you can't have everything, right? Right. 1861. When was the Civil War? The Civil War. You're playing D4. Right. Sounds about right, but I really am bad with historical dates. What are we going to play? Our solidistist. The solidistist system. The Nimzo. I'm sure you would have enjoyed the Civil War, Juicebox. Lots of strife and controversy. Bob as well. So what are we doing? You hate this opening to play against this white. Zell Poker. Don't you play like G3 or something? I think I've been here before. Welcome, guys, to the zombie apocalypse. The apocalypse. Pawnda's here. Looks like a scarecrow. Sorry about your face. Sometimes his face gets kind of dented in. Bedhead. Alright. E3. I always forget what happens if D6, Queen A4 check, Knight C6. It's actually not a problem, right? D5. It's not a problem. You would have been commissioned. You're not injured enough. You have all your legs. You're an officer. So now I guess it's time to take. I was looking at a similar game I had against Alexander Golding in the US Championship many years ago, recently. Somehow I had been induced to play A5 early in a BOGO move order. And even that wasn't so bad for black, although that really weakens black's queen side. It's kind of cool when you look at a game you played, 15 years ago with a fresh perspective. A game I thought I played like shit and I got crushed. Never looked at it for 15 years after I played it. And I looked at it, you know what? I didn't play bad. I mean, the guy just played like perfectly, like a genius. But I wouldn't play this line with white. I don't really like it, Zell. I'm getting disconnected. Are we good here? I think we actually had a game in the stream where almost the same exact thing happened. Was it like Uber driver? I'm having connection problems. What is going on? That's all we need during the zombie apocalypse, for the internet to go out. Why do I think of Uber driver here? Somebody did a very similar thing against me. How's our stream? My internet has been very good lately. Looks better now. Just a momentary hiccup. So white is playing a little too quickly, I guess. This bishop is an issue in such positions. That's why I prefer to take the knight on d2. Could be lichess, though they claim that they never have a ping over 1 or 0. Sometimes I feel like it's a little bit of an exaggeration. I have the maximum number of friends I've ever had online. Everyone's online, since they're not allowed to leave their homes. It's kind of funny. Looks like I just had an internet hiccup, but I think it's okay. The Uber driver has to leave. Alright. He has to drop off some Uber Eats. Getting hungry here. If you can do international delivery. We don't have Uber. They were kicked out. We did very briefly have Uber in Budapest 2 years ago. White's desperately trying to break free, but this is sacking a piece. I can't imagine that it's sound. Have to be careful. You can never be too careful. Just sacks a piece. No problem. And e5. Interesting. Wow. Okay. That's not really very aggressive. Wow. Wow, dealing with connection issues due to peak online users in 9 minutes from lichess. Sorry? What? Wow, that is some crazy message. This is no time to play passively. Lichess shutdown? Oh no. Not during my tournament. Why didn't they do it during the World Championship Candidates Tournament? Are you serious? It's just a general problem, maybe. Really, so many people online. Like an all-time record. Interesting. Queen takes. Queen takes h2. What does that even do, though? I need to develop my pieces, clearly. This is some crazy stuff right here. El Rosador. What's his score so far? Is he like winning the tournament? 3rd place? Wait, let me see. He's one of the leaders. Damn it, I can't see the freaking score while I'm playing. Can't see his games. Rook G7 was not what I expected there. Honestly, I thought he had Bishop E4. Still, I mean, there are dangers. But his time use, you know, I'm a little behind on the clock. I really would like to be able to see. I don't want to leave the page. Why can't I see somebody's like pairing history? Is that against the rules to see who my opponent has played so far? Is it really asking too much? To be allowed to see who my opponent played? I can open a new tab. I'm afraid it'll like flag me for being a cheater or something for opening window another tab. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could open another tab. I have this paranoia. Opening another tab. All right. I don't like to like switch tabs while I'm playing. Probably running some algorithm. If you're like constantly flipping, site is overloaded. How many players are online, guys? Is there a total? Is it like 50 grand? We ought to have something here now. Really straightforward. First of all, let's open it up. Make our extra piece great again. 95 is a strong idea. Okay, that was unexpected. An unexpected move. He opens up what, the A6 bishop? But I was just thinking, rook takes d5. What's wrong with that? It's a good move. $52K. Says 60K. Oh, that's too much. It's the zombie apocalypse plus the fact that the candidates matches were today. Combination of both. Now there's back rank. Back rank problem. Up a piece here with more time. Classic King's Indian Smush Down. Another win for your King's Indian, Mr. Slowhand. 7,000 viewers. Sounds good. Well, the back rank is a serious problem. I have to really keep that Keep that in mind. No back rank mates allowed here. I guess queen a1 mate would be better. That was a little bit scary. I don't like my opponent sacrificing pieces for the initiative. Juicebox, don't you just spend all your time online anyway? I'm basically doing what I do anyway. Just sit in a room and teach people how to play chess. I thought I'm like trapped for the rest of my life just doing this. Anyway, this is what I do anyway. It doesn't matter. Go out for 5 minutes, buy some stuff, come home, fire up the computer. That was a crazy sacrifice, man, to allow f4 on purpose. $7,000 viewers. 70,000. But I've never seen these orange warning links. Yeah, bishop e4 was clearly the move, dude. I was going to give the piece back if you played that. I was already, it was in my mind. I was already going to play. That was it, man. No, I was going to give you a piece back and go for like a heavy piece ending with a better structure. That was my whole plan. We can't watch you without the boss coming around. What's with bishop f4 here, Morales? I looked at this in the opening explorer yesterday because we had the game on Sunday. But for some reason, like, Morales is playing bishop f4 in a position where no one else really does that. There was one game between Chinese player and Buyan Shi. But I don't really understand why bishop f4 is better than other moves. If you can't get an e5. Juicebox, I'm drinking a beer right now. Yeah, I drink alone with nobody else. I'll start getting drunk and doing George Thorogood songs. But actually it's doing more for my obesity probably than your sobriety. 30 seconds till meltdown? Are you serious? They should just kick out people based on when they became members of lichess. The newer members should get kicked out first. Please don't tell me it's really going to melt down in 30 seconds. Guys, we've got an hour left in the tournament. Did I play bishop e6 yesterday first? Not yesterday. Okay, so is f3 a new move? I think f3 was a new move. Morales, you didn't play that the other day. Did you? I checked the game. I mean, even my bishop e6 was what Grandmaster Boo played. He played knight f3. He's already come up with an improvement. I don't think this will cure me of being, cure me of my alcoholism. I think it will make me obese, though, if I can't leave the house. That's my main concern. We'll have to start switching to low-calorie beer. Not really a thing in Hungary. Yeah, f3 is interesting. Light beer. Not really a thing. It's such a thing in America, the light beer. It's like ridiculous. Bought a nice big bottle of vodka. Yeah, where are you going? Where are you going? You're gonna play G4? You would dare to play G4? Oh man, this is scary. Defending. He is defendo. Now H5 is coming through. I can always take it, but I don't really want to do that. Oh, you've got knight C1 now. Oh, whatever. Knight C1 is good. Is a good defensive move. Strategically based concept. Magnus Carlsen would like this setup for Morales. Now what? Knight D5 you could play, among other things. Strategically based setup. White has a very strong pawn on E4. It reminds me of the center attack. Actually, basically Morales is trying to do that. You've never drank Hungarian beer. Dreyer, that's what I'm drinking now, is the primary export beer of Hungary. Antal Dreyer. Dreyer Antal. Okay, so this is actually hard for Morales to play because he hates trading queens. Like the plague. However, queen takes d2, knight c7. That's probably not an issue. I don't know. I can also play bishop d5, queen a5, knight a5. I might as well just take. Tempting not to trade queens. Queen b6. I don't think it's sound. That's an unfortunate move. Very unfortunate for me. Yeah, lots of good beer here. But in the last week since the zombie apocalypse, Belgian beer, I have to go down to the street to like a fancy supermarket, some kind of special store. Not that easy to find. There are plenty of places, but I have to go out of my way a little. Too lazy for that. I don't have a car either. In America, I had a car. I could drive to the liquor store and buy large amounts of alcohol. Stock up for special occasions. Fianchetto of Knight. Very vital to our survival here. And Morales is not a shabby endgame player. I am a bit concerned. To be very careful. Complex ending, I think white, in the hands of Anatoly Karpov, slightly better. Yeah, it's weird if you don't drive a car in a while, Juicebox. You kind of wonder, am I going to forget how to drive? But I would do that a lot. I would like go like a whole year or 6 months without driving a car, but I still didn't forget how to drive. Thankfully, now we've got an issue, big issue. But maybe it's not an emergency, state of emergency yet. How serious is the state of emergency here in Black's position? I don't like it. Man, he's going to tear me up in this endgame. I think the site has crashed to some degree. I haven't been completely kicked out, though. Not yet. Tough endgame to survive here. Endgame rule number 1, stay active. Do not defend passively if you have a choice. The only thing was, yeah, I mean, like rook h6, rook f6. This is the basic entire premise of passive defense. How do you describe like bishop f1? Extremely strong move. Brutal. He's 1800 in bullet. Oh my god. It's actually not bad. At least he's sort of put his ratings over 2,000, so it doesn't look that bad when I lose to him. The H-pawn looks juicy. On the precipice of disaster here. White is, I mean, black is hanging on by a thread in this position. At the end of the day, maybe my king position will be a major benefit. Juicy H-pawn. So materialistic. It's like an acrobatic dance that black has not lost material so far. He has so many targets. This. Trying to keep him busy. Maybe I have a better move. Let's see, rook c8. That might be better than moving the king, actually. Difficult call. It's almost like playing Tolia. What I would imagine it would be like. The famous endgame that Miles lost in the Dragon reminds me of this a little bit. It's really not quite the same. I think Kasparov goes over that game and my great predecessors in his chapters on Karpov. Karpov just tortured Miles in like a dragon end game. Okay, it could turn to Black's favor, yeah. Yeah, that's what we're all hoping. Easier said than done. What are you doing over there? Rook c2. Well, I think at this point we really gotta do something. I can't be messing around anymore. White's still better. Really. It's brutal. You have to stay active. Jeez. Fear not. Active king. Active king never cries. That's it. Stay right where you are. Still, I don't have a plan. Don't have a plan. Dark square bind. Wow. You had bishop a6 there. They're not singing love songs, Blavix. They're serenading you. And my rook's gonna lose activity here. Damn it. How do we win this? Just do it. I don't know. Not easy to win. Looks like a really strong pawn. Don't even try to sneak out the other side. All right, tough game as usual. He was better. Uber driver in first place. I don't think Uber driver's actually won one of these tournaments. He also pretended he was leaving earlier, strategically. El Rosador is tied for third. Wow. Yeah, Acerbate's up. No, in Rapid Chess, it's not that he increased his rating. He's just higher in Rapid. He's like 1500. He's low in Blitz. Let his Blitz rating go way down. Tilted. But his Blitz rating is ridiculous. Like, I don't know what his deal is. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for support from Mr. Slowhand with a donation today. Blobix, Nicola, Jim, Rufus, and Doofus. You think the computer thinks I was better all the time? There's no way, man. I mean, that's like a standard endgame. The bishop is... The computer loves bishops. Pewter on the wall. Who's the best bishop of them all? The white squared bishop on f1, of course. The computer loves bad bishops, man. It would never lose that position. Not in a million, thousand, billion years. That's even when it got kind of ugly, it was still a draw. So what is this, like a semi-Tarash now? Never played this, really. With black, I guess. Take d4. Blame it on your age. A pan of attack reverse, he's used 5 seconds for the first 8 moves. Rosador, very strong. Third place in the tournament ahead of a lot of master strength players. Alright. But that was a tough game, man. Knight c6, patient move. Now, I don't know. I don't like playing this. I lost to Kaidanov once. I was looking at the World Senior Championship. There was a match between like the US plus 50 plus team and the UK 50 plus team. And I looked at the players and I was thinking, damn, dude. If I counted up all my games against those two teams, I would be like -9. Unless you put Uncle Yermo. I don't think was playing that game. Oh, Rosador, h6. That's a weird move, but other than that, I like his position here. Kaidanov would not play h6. Okay, do I win a pawn? But if I played against the US and British teams, man, dude, it was like -9 lifetime score. I didn't beat any of them. Shabalov, I'm like -2. Kaidanov, -3. Novikov, -2. Benjamin, -1. With no wins, just a lot of draws. And then I looked at the UK team and I was like, let's see. Arkle, -1. Hebden, with no wins. Hebden, -2, with no wins. Fleer, I never played, and I had a draw with Neil McDonald. It was crazy. So the U.S. won the 50 category, and Russia won the 65 category. The American team was just stacked. They were paid to play by a billionaire. Just not fair. So Russia were playing too fast here. Dropped a pawn. I liked your opening, but h6 wasn't really significant. No need to play that in this position. You know, you got a lot of good moves. I mean, d4 like equalizes. Maybe not. Maybe I have knight a4 there. So don't take that literally. a6 is a good move for black, though. Black's kingside is mangled. Oh, that reminded me of a short story I was trying to remind myself of today. There was this Stephen King short story. My daughter asked me, what was that movie about the car? So I was like, oh, I know that. The Mangler. Stephen King wrote a short story about some kind of machine in a dry cleaner that like killed people. It was like possessed by an evil spirit. Now I remember now. It was called The Mangler. Rossiter, how's your bullet rating? You're 1743, dude. You should be. It's good that you don't play too much bullet. Most people do. Maybe I should just play a4. You know? I mean, a3 just forces him. Might just force him to make a good move. a3, knight c2. I have to play a4 anyway. Maybe his knight's better placed there. I don't know. Nice story, The Mangler. No need to shout, Bob. No, it's just funny when you remember something when you didn't mean to remember it. I was like straining to remember it, and then it just pops up, you know. The story has nothing to do with the stream. Obviously, we need to get our king in the center of the board to a relevant position. What kind of endgame do you want here, ideally? I mean, I was talking about his king side when I referenced the Mangler. This is actually an ironic move. He's down a pawn in a knight endgame, and probably he doesn't really want to trade, but under the circumstances, might even be a reasonable decision. I don't really want to fix his structure if I don't have to. I think you're making too many critical decisions too quickly, Rossador. It's a long time control, you know. You need to use your time more. This is a game that can last 20 minutes. I mean, what? 7 plus 3? You basically had a lost position after 15 moves. Though it's technical and not easy to execute for White. White has to be competent. It means you're not managing your time well. Of course, it's an arena, I understand, and people are trying to play a lot of games quickly, and you gain more points by playing quickly and berserking and stuff like that. So you got to consider that, but cheer your way to the top, guys. How are we doing in the tournament? Where's the standing? It just disappeared? Why can't I click on standing anymore? Is that normal? Knight C2. Where are you going, my friend? Okay, it's a weird time control. Not everyone plays 7+3. I do it. It's a routine time control for me. I feel like it's a good rapid time control. It's not too fast. It's not too slow. It gives you time to kind of play a really good game. Suddenly the stream chat seems really quiet. Did everybody like get kicked out by Moobot or something? The world internet just crashed and I don't know about it. No game have to wait for me. No. I'm not playing UTK guy. Why can't I see the standings? Like I used to be able to see the standings. His knight's almost trapped there. I don't really want to trade, do I? Knight for bishop? I'd rather play with two. I'd rather play with a knight. What about bishop d3 actually? We were all told to use the internet wisely in Hungary because internet traffic. Yeah, because the people who don't speak Hungarian that well missed that memo. Check him out. I missed the memo on internet usage. It's logical though. During the time of zombie apocalypse, try to cut down on your internet usage. Makes sense. Maybe they could pump in a little more internet. Though, you know. So actually Hungary has been really spared compared to most countries. You found bishop d7 in this position. Now I have to like win the game all over again. Is using chess at all? Is chess wise? What an annoying position, dude. El Rossador's defense. Clear pawn down in a bishop endgame. Let's see. He defends like a GM to draw the game. This feels like a clear mistake for me. Now it may be holdable for black with perfect defense. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to win this position. Maybe on time. I don't think chess is a wise use of life resources. So how do we win this position? Very, very big factor right there, the pawn in f7. That should be a factor. Still tedious in game. Better king, pawn up, better structure, yet very hard to win for white. Unbelievable. He's going to defend us like a GM now? I can imagine there's some less constructive things people are doing. They have to ban all pornography first before they criticize chess. Let's see. Any kind of sports, well, basically they're already gone. They'll have to kill the Pornhub offer that Bob made earlier for free. Free porn for Hungary as well, like they have in Italy. What am I doing here? I have an idea. $1.5 million ways to try to win this position. I don't understand why before I could see the standings, now I can't. That's weird. How about F3, H4? This is gonna work. It's a losing move. It looks like Black's still hanging on after King C7. Bishop H3 loses. Strange, I mean, he's that close to a draw in this position. Shocking, Bishop H3. It might even be a draw. Like, seriously. I shouldn't have gone to the bishop endgame. You just don't expect your opponent with that kind of technique at this rating level. Usually people are just atrocious in endgames, first and foremost. Anyone under 2200, even people who are like 2400. But I almost blundered with e4, allowing bishop d1, which is probably nothing. So look at this. This position where he played bishop g4, first of all. I don't think f4 is great. Black's holding on with king c7, bishop e6, king d6, bishop c4. And I don't really know how white makes progress. But if I had played, which I almost played, e4, it's like bishop d1. Immediately, white has nothing. Possibly he's even worse. Interesting game. Very, very fortunate Black blundered with bishop h3. I just don't see how I win the game after king c7. Eventually I can create maybe a pass pawn on the king side, but it would be so simplified by then, and these pawns being on the wrong color is a huge handicap for white. 1.5 is probably a draw. Uber Driver's in second place, Blobik's in third, Rostor right there, DK guy, please don't, he's like, you're purposely trying to play me, aren't you? There are 4 games you beat me in a row. We'll try to be extra careful. Let's see, that was Simul. Are they all Simuls? Simul. So there was even a 7+3 where he beat me. Now his score is 7.5 to 5.5. Jesus, dude. And he's supposed to be rated like 2,100. You don't. What was your maximum rating, DK guy? I'm more interested in that, not your current elo. Like, what is your high? Like 2300 or something? I mean, it's ridiculous. Like a really, really strong player. I lost again on Sunday. ELO rating. I know you have a different rating system in Denmark, but that doesn't really count. You know, I'm guessing you were like over 2200 at some point. A lot of people like kind of don't care about the rating as they get older. I started out with some draws, but now I'm just losing every time. You must have an ELO rating. Yeah. But what was your high is what I'm curious about. I'm assuming you were higher and went down. Because you should be way higher than 2100. That's at least 2200. I don't get brutalized by 2100s. All right, let's go. So, is it too late to join the arena? Not really. This is a bad choice because I don't know the theory that well here. It's been years since I studied this. We've got some time odds as well, 7-5 time odds. Of course, with increment, it doesn't really matter that much at the end of the day. We had a couple games with Arsenal fan, but he's not nearly DK guy's strength, who also seems to know a lot of theory. Why do I have to get paired with the one player who beats me every time? He was waiting for me to play. I guess I was the only player. How many do we have? I can't even see the arena. All right. You are playing. Join the game. There's 52 players. I mean, you'd think DK guy could get some other pairing. Now I have 2 windows open. Did I lose the window? Did I do that? No. All right. So after Deep Thoughts, he's repeating Karpov-Kasparov, 1987 or whatever. I don't even know what the best is here, right? Like, knight b5 is a move. That doesn't seem very constructive, honestly. If you're going to look at the 2 moves, bishop f4 and knight b5, right? And bishop f4 at least feels like you're developing a piece. It's never too late to join an arena, Paide. I just don't understand why I can't see the arena standings anymore during the game. Maybe the window's too small? Does that affect it? Doesn't do anything. No, I can't see anything. That's funny. All right. Wait, does that affect it? If I make the window larger, it will mess up your guys' view. I'm just curious if that affects being able to see the standings. At some point, I thought I could see the standings in the tournament while I played the game, but DK guy is using too much time. I mean, it's good to make sure, but he's used half his time for the first 9 moves. That's the opposite of our last opponent, who played too fast. Now just knight b5. Knight b5. Yeah. What is he supposed to play there? Oh, he's supposed to play f6, right? See, he didn't remember that. That's an important move. It gives you knight f7. Honestly, I thought knight g6 was a move too. Maybe it is, but you have to play a6. That must be what it is. You have to play a6 now to stop knight b5. Where is everybody in the chat? Welcome to the stream, guys. Please support the stream. Don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be back 11 a.m. Blitz and Rapid Chess here. We caught DK in a game he doesn't, in a line he doesn't know, which has not happened before. Now he has serious problems with d6 and c7. Where's my chat? Nobody's saying anything. They're all busy playing. What are you guys doing? Where's Bob? That's what Bob is for. He's here to talk and not play. We need more trolls like Bob. So, I mean, white is clearly better now, but it doesn't make it easy to decide what the best procedure is here. Practicing social awkwardness. Victim to your own sanity. Okay, I don't know what the best move is. Bishop takes d6, bishop takes d6. Actually doesn't look that great. So I feel like I should take with the knight and then take with the bishop. I mean, I could play queen takes and still be clearly better. But I would think like not exchanging pieces would make more sense. Black has 2 minutes in a worse position. He may have a way out though. I don't know. A6 now. It's better late than never. Clearly. I mean, c5 looks like a strong idea at some point. I need to develop my pieces too. If I play c5, he'll be locked in there. I was actually thinking that black could play knight d5, but that doesn't really work. I could take with a knight. Does that work though? This is another idea to block the diagonal, of course. Trading queens. White retains an advantage. How much time left? 13 minutes in the tournament that I can't see. I swear, in the early rounds of the tournament, I could see the standings while I was playing. Bishop d7, good move, of course. Extremely strong move. He's going to get out of this. Hagita B. Pawnda is prepared. Gita B is one of those big Pawnda fans. I have a few of them. Great defense here by black. Back. The virus interacted with the snake bite, causing inflammation. in the local area. But I can take on f8, so you better behave yourself. Defense again. Localized. Is my queen trapped yet? I have beaten DK guy, right? I have won games against him somehow. Not very often. It makes me want to take up dentistry. Man, this is tough. Is my queen trapped yet? I could get it trapped really easily. The moves are coming fast and furious now. He's zoning in on my king side. He spotted me 2 minutes to start the game, by the way. Before we even started. He's 2,300 in bullet, by the way. He has risen. H5. It's like Saul. We've had a few zombies here on the stream. I guess bishop f1. Maybe f3. There goes the king side. I'm getting outplayed. Tough position. By all rights, white should have a clear advantage, but I don't think I played it optimally, as usual. Jesus. Maybe I'll even lose. Incredibly strong. What can I do? H3 is coming next. 28 seconds for black. How does that work? I didn't know he was so high rated in bullet. Knight d5. Wow. Okay. Jesus Christ. How is he only 2,200 in blitz? Giving me 2-minute time odds now. They're beating me 4 games in a row. Eventually I'll just hang something. It's okay. Maybe I can at least make a draw from this game. Would be good. But I'm not really sure I can even do that. You don't want the pawn? Seriously? That's interesting. This is like ridiculous. But I don't really want 2-minute time odds when I play anymore. Can't play rook takes g7 because I lose. But he's already seen that in advance, or what? Very fortunate to make a draw here. If I can even get a draw. It's insane, dude. It's like totally insane. I mean, it's like playing a 2700 player. He gives me 2-minute time odds. Can make like instantaneous moves. Brutal. 2 pawns and 2-minute time odds, and easily forces a draw. But he's rated 2200. All right. Never seen that opening before. Okay. I thought you were like an old guy like me. I must be wrong. For some reason. What just happened? I just clicked on some... What is this guy doing? Yeah, I don't use the engine during the tournament. We might check afterwards. You checked that pretty quickly. I don't know. I just want to get on to the next game. Yeah, but I can't move instant moves like you. You know, you make like instantaneous moves in complicated positions. It's just too hard for me. I'm not that strong. You know, even if it's plus 3-6 according to the computer, I can't find those moves in like 1 second. There's no way. There's a lot of positions like that. Most humans couldn't possibly. Yeah, very important take back. Very important. So A6, I decided to try something different here. This is ridiculous, you know. Black almost wins the game. Here, coming back to C6, I had a game like this. Does this even make sense? Sure. I mean, he lost the tempo, I lose the tempo. But I had this very strange feeling that DK guy was supposed to be like a 50-year-old guy, but there's no way, dude. You're 2300 in bullet and you're like 50 or something. I thought you were old like me. Must be a teenager. That's scary. How could you not know, like, the main line of the Floromicness English at 56? I mean, that was played in, like, the World Championship between Anatoly Karpov and Kasparov. It's like an old line. And everybody knows that line. I could understand if you were like a kid and didn't know it. Morales here with Rook E1. There are sacrifices with Knight D5 we have to be aware of. So just D6, I guess. But if I do this, he has Knight takes C6 and E5. Maybe I can play Queen C7. It's like a Bob. It's I can't say it anymore. It's not about you, Bob. Sorry. I confuse Bob with someone else. So D6 isn't so good. Queen C7 maybe. We have to be very careful. What's up? Morales is berserking. I didn't even notice. We have 0 time left. I have no idea who like won the tournament. Probably not me though. Too slow. So now I can play Knight takes D4 and Bishop C5, or I can set him up for Knight D5. Like D6 Knight D5 is terrible for black. But I might be able to play Bishop D6, Knight takes D4, Bishop D6. No. It's transposing some kind of weird Paulson. I don't understand why I can't see the standings of the tournament anymore, ever. That's something new. So Morales saw this as a double threat with Knight G4. Fishing pole does not work now. Cleverly saw that idea. So what do you do with black now? B5? B5, E5. I mean, E5 is a problem, right? What else can I do? I can't allow him to play E5. This isn't a very aggressive move. Bishop E3 is kind of conservative. Anyway, the tournament's over. I might as well just like offer a draw here. That's the point. Blobix wins the tournament out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. You played 1,000,000 games. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 games. 7 plus 3. With a 2026 performance. It's like the presidential election. I have more voters, but you have like the electoral college, Blobix. Congratulations, Donald. You win the tournament. The electoral college counts first, so Blobix performance doesn't count. It's not how you play the game, it's whether you win or lose. Blobix wins first, Sparkle Horse second, Uber Driver in third with a kind of hybrid result, 22.59. Rossador actually only lost to me a couple games at the end. 2026 will be my FIDE very soon. At least you just stay ahead of the year, man, and I think you'll be alright. God, that's sick. Mirales, DK guy, is brutal on me. Asterbait with 14 points. The Speedster. Johan, who's also Master 2200. Mr. Slowhand, thanks for donating today. We had 55 total players, guys. A good turnout for the zombie apocalypse. No, fun games. It's already time to finish. I can't believe it. So thanks everybody for watching. Mr. Coffee will be back tomorrow. Thanks, Mr. Coffee, for being our moderator. Pawnda is prepared for the apocalypse, as you can see. Hey. Is it safe yet to come out? Alright. Good job, Blobix. You deserved it. You played the best chess in the tournament. Deserving winner. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.